Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Gabe, again, coming to talk about NSE, a National Student Exchange. So this week we're talking about how this experience is helping me with my career goals. And I'm actually a psychology major, and I am trying to go to grad school and hopefully be a pediatric health psychologist or possibly teach psychology one day. So yeah, a lot of people ask me like, oh, why are you going to Hawaii? Like, do you want to be a marine biologist or something? And I'm like, no. I could study psychology anywhere, but I choose to do it somewhere beautiful. But all jokes aside, this experience has actually provided me with some really valuable things that are going to take me a long way, I think, in my journey to these careers or whatever I decide to do. First of all, it has really made me better at communicating, which seems like a very basic human skill, and it is, but being an effective communicator takes a lot of work, and it is hard to communicate with people that you don't know. Like, I think we've all experienced that, talking to your friends and family, they know what you mean. It's a lot easier to get your point across and to talk to them even about difficult things than it is to talk about something really basic with someone that you don't know. And being surrounded by hundreds of people that I don't know, has, in a place that I have no clue about, has helped me a lot to just be able to speak kindly and speak consciously. I think whenever you're around people that are very similar to you, it's easy to maybe say things that you don't mean or say things that like might be offensive. And so this experience has really helped me with that. Luckily, I haven't had any slip ups and like said anything really embarrassing or something. But so communicating has been a big one. And also kind of related to that, another thing that it's helped me with is just being more culturally aware. In Hawaii, there are a lot of different cultures. There are Native Hawaiians, and there are a lot of Asians, people from the Philippines and Japan and China, and it's just a really big mix. And in Oklahoma, it's the dead center of the United States, so we do have a lot of Native Americans and white people, and then obviously like other races, but for the most part, especially at my home campus, it's a lot of people who are just like me. I'm Native American and white. So it has really been interesting to learn about these cultures and learn about stereotypes that are not true or stereotypes that aren't always true. And just, you know that, and in your head you're thinking it and you know what's right and wrong, but seeing it in real life and meeting people who are these different cultures and making friends with them is honestly the best way to really understand their cultures and understand how to be how to address them correctly. So that has been a big thing, and that's not just specifically for my career, that's super important for any career going forward, for people to be aware and educated about other cultures. So that's been super helpful, and the fact that I didn't even have to leave the United States to do that was amazing. A third thing that has also been really helpful, I think, for not just my future career, but also just in life, but especially I think is attractive and like a prospective employee, is that this has made me a lot more independent. Specifically, I don't have a car on the island, so it has made me, I really have to take initiative and figure out where I want to go, how long it's going to take, what bus to get on, what bus to get off of, and like all the details. I had no idea how to use public transportation until I got to Honolulu, and now like I live and breathe by it. I would be trapped on campus all the time if I didn't figure that out. So that's just one example of a time that I've had to use like my own brain and use problem solving skills and figure out how to do something, and that's made me independent, and it made me feel a lot more confident that, you know, I can survive in different scenarios. Like, I don't have to stay in Oklahoma forever. I can figure something else out. And same thing for a job. Like, I can figure things out. Like, it doesn't have to be spoon-fed to me, you know, I can do things on my own. So that's, I feel like, a good quality that this experience has strengthened. Another one would be flexibility. I've always been pretty laid back and flexible, but this has really worked that muscle hard, because the Hawaiian, like literally living on Hawaiian time is a phrase. And so going from Oklahoma to Hawaii was a lot different. You just kind of have to go with the flow a little bit more, and I'm totally for that. But yeah, it's definitely helped me in that way. People tend to be a little bit more laid back there, which can really go against the grain of like the typical college experience where you're always working and you're always grinding and like it never stops, and it can be really crazy. So that has really helped me to learn how to like relax and go, you know what, it's fine. Like I can figure something else out. I can wait on that a little bit. I can take a break. And I really think that that's important in any career as well as just life, to be able to not cling to a plan and know that sometimes things don't work out. And you know, if I miss the bus, I'll just catch the next one, or I'll do this in the meantime. And so this experience has really helped with that, just because living somewhere that far away from home and that different, you don't know what to expect. And so you just learn to be flexible. And probably the last thing that this has helped me career-wise with is actually one of my classes has kind of opened my eyes up to a new like career option that I didn't mention in the beginning of the vlog, just because I don't know much about it. Like I actually don't even know if it's a real job. But in my cognitive psych class, we talk a lot about, or we have been talking a lot about memory, and that kind of led into psychology in the courtroom and like eyewitness testimony. And there's a lot of interesting studies. I won't like go into that right now, but eyewitness testimony is like can sometimes not be trusted. A lot of the systems in place right now, like the way they put suspects in a lineup and have people choose, aren't really reliable. It's been proven that people will just choose someone even if it's not that person. And anyway, there's just a lot of improvements that can be made, and I feel like a lot of these things the general public doesn't know about. And so I have been thinking a lot about different careers in psychology that take place also in law and in the courtroom, just because I feel like that's super important, and I didn't even know about it until just now. And so I really want to look into careers that might integrate those two things or something like that. I don't know, but I don't think I would have learned about it as soon as, if I didn't take this specific class, because this professor is just really interested in that. So yeah, that's been cool and maybe something to think about. So we'll see if I end up being I don't even know what the job would be, a courtroom psychologist. I don't know. Could be really fun. But yeah, that's all I have for you this week. I'm actually, if you can't tell, I'm home for spring break. I flew back and surprised my family. That was really fun. But obviously I'm excited to go back to Hawaii. I got a lot of confused looks when I told people that I came from Hawaii to Oklahoma for spring break. But, sometimes you just miss your mom and you were tired of paying for your own meals. So instead you pay for a plane ticket. But I'm really excited to go back. I have about 6.5 weeks left to experience everything that I can, and I will keep you guys updated. Bye.